All right, Jeremy, here it is.
The community kitchen?
Yes, here in Massachusetts.
Oh, it's so dirty.
I tracked it down. Well, sure, it's cleaner on the inside. You know, that's where the kitchen is. It has to be clean. It's a kitchen. It's a community kitchen.
Like the TARDIS?
Not bigger on the inside, just cleaner on the inside.
I thought the TARDIS was cleaner on the inside.
I mean, it doesn't look particularly dirty on the outside.
Well, it depends on which doctor.
Okay, fair enough, Jimmy. I got some bolt cutters. It is getting pretty late.
You're gonna use bolt cutters?
Yeah, to get the chain off.
Bolt cutters.
Right, because there's a chain
What
around
is
the
this,
door.
1973? Step back, Mike.
What? Oh, no. But Jimmy,
Oh,
no.
I missed.
You didn't. You just shot the brick wall next to the door.
Mike, pull out the bolt cutters. We're gonna need them.
Oh, my God. Okay, fine. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, ooh, the air. Oh, oh, my eyes are burning as soon as I walk in here.
Mike, I can't feel my face.
All right, Jeremy, I think it's time to tell you what type of podcast we're stealing.
What is it, a dead body? Is there a dead body in here?
Jeremy, it's the Kraft Hot Sauce Podcast.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, they cook a lot of really intense peppers in here.
No, my sensibilities.
Oh. What?
Hello?
Jeremy, did you tell anybody we were here?
Mike, I'm gonna put on an apron.
Okay, all right. Hello?
Hello? Sure smells good in here.
That's all the spicy hot sauce we're making.
That's what I heard. I heard you make the best hot sauce in town.
Wait, that is true here at, what is it? Crack hot sauce. Crack sauces.
That's right.
Yep.
Pure crack.
That's
Pure
right.
Crack sauce. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, well, Jeremy, we let him in, Jeremy.
I found the crack in the
Are you guys still
covers.
open?
One moment, sir. Jeremy, what do we do?
I don't know. I put the chef hat on.
Oh, fuck it, Jeremy. Yes, sir. Come on in. Here, I'll open the door for you. There you are.
Wonderful.
Just welcome.
Thank you so much. I know it's a little bit after your normal closing time, so I appreciate you guys letting me in. I would love to get some hot sauce.
Oh, great.
Okay,
well, you know
I
what?
got all these peppers.
We have a special going on. You'll get 2. Jeremy, you don't have to chop peppers. The bottles are right here, Jeremy. Jeremy, you don't have to chop any peppers. Sir, if you... oh, God damn it. We're actually doing a special where if you actually sit down and talk with us for a bit, then you'll get a free bottle of hot sauce at the end.
You want me to sit down and taco with you for a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. I'll taco with you.
Jeremy, this was like stealing peppers from a homeless man.
Mike, I found the hot sauce in the cupboard, but there was something behind it.
What was behind it?
It's a podcast.
Jeremy, get it on the table.
Okay.
Get it on the table. Get it on the table.
Yeah.
Plug it in. Plug in the podcast. Why are you making these weird noises? Jeremy, why are you wearing nothing but the apron?
Isn't this what they do in Brazil?
No, Jeremy.
Is where they make peppers?
No. Jeremy, you're like in a hospital gown, but it's an apron.
My eyes are oozing.
Jeremy, here, I'm gonna dump some milk on your face.
Wow, you guys are pro.
Two best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I don't feel too good about this one.
Well, Jamie, it's gonna be okay.
No.
I promise. And we have some fun things coming up for everybody today. Hey, and while you're at it, it's early in the episode. Just go ahead and click that 5-star. I promise it'll be a good episode. We would really appreciate it.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, like comment.
There's something controversial.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Try and start some shit.
What do you think about the Gulf of America?
Yeah. Jeremy, we are joined here today by this stranger who walked in to the community kitchen. And as we were talking beforehand, we know that he is a master hypnotist.
Ooh.
Yes, Jeremy. And the perfect guest for a hot sauce podcast.
I couldn't think of a better one.
I couldn't think of a better one either.
Nor could we find one.
Jeremy, he is the owner of Overcome Everything Incorporated. Welcome to the show, Tellman Knudson.
Yeah, you're welcome. You pronounced that perfect.
That's how I do it. That's how I do it. That's how I roll. I always say everyone's name's right all the time.
Nailed it, dude.
So we sent out a thing. We're like, we're doing a spicy food podcast. Who wants in? And who other to respond than Tellman?
Right away, too.
Right away, immediately. He was jumping. He was salivating at the idea.
A lot of emotion.
And I saw that the thing that was germane to you and spicy food in general, because that's kind of how I kind of put it, right? Just we're gonna talk about spicy food. It's a hot sauce podcast, but we're just gonna talk spicy.
What
food.
is the hot sauce podcast?
It is the Craft Hot Sauce Podcast, Jeremy.
Okay.
Where they talk about making, eating, consuming, talking to other other craft hot sauce makers.
So they work for Kraft?
No.
Like singles, like cheese?
Why are you saying craft?
Kraft?
Why are you saying craft?
What is it?
It's the name of the company?
Craft?
Crack.
Oh, crack. You keep saying Kraft.
I never said craft.
17 times.
Not one time.
I could have sworn you said craft like 3 or 4 times just then for the record.
No, it was crack. And it's crack. And it's actually spelled in the Irish Gaelic. So CROIC. I highly recommend you check out their website and peruse some of their hot sauces, because when this gentleman talks about hot sauce, he talks about very passionate about growing peppers, burn season, which I didn't know was a thing. When you're growing spicy foods, the harvest season's called burn season, because when you're gathering all of these volatile peppers, your body gets covered in burns.
It can mess you up. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
It makes sense, though. You know, you grab it, it burns your skin, it hurts, and then you're like, I should probably eat this.
I should probably eat it.
That's right.
It's like red dye. It's not good for makeup, but it's good for candy.
You know, they've done studies about why hot peppers developed in the wild. Like, what purpose does being spicy serve when your seeds are in your fruit and they need to be dispersed, right? And then they found...
Can we take a guess?
Yes, of course.
Just start with the guest.
All right, Tellman, why do you think spicy food was created by nature and God?
I mean, that's a great question. The first thing that popped into my mind was that I know that birds can eat spicy food. Most birds can eat spicy food without getting messed up. And so I suspect it probably causes the seeds to pass through the digestion much faster than if it wasn't spicy.
Jeremy, what's your guess?
He said that, and I was like, that's probably right. But my initial thought was maybe that the seeds from the peppers don't do well in transit, like actually surviving for too long, so they need to fall off and get into the ground as quickly as possible. So the spice is supposed to ward off.
A deterrent.
It's a deterrent.
Okay.
Ah.
Tellman is pretty much right. So the spiciness doesn't really affect the birds that eat the peppers.
All right, tell him what he won.
There's a free bottle of hot sauce at the end of the episode for you, like we said.
Send you a sticker.
And the reason that it's spicy is because it actually prevents a certain type of fungus from attacking the fruit. So they found when they cultivated these type of peppers that they became they were afflicted more often than the ones that had higher levels of capsaicin.
Is that why peppers, like really hot peppers, don't go well with mushrooms?
You mean edibly, like on the palate?
Yeah, I just made that up.
Well, then there is no answer to your question. Your imaginary bullshit question.
I just started thinking about different cheesesteaks I've had. I'm like, oh, there's definitely a pepper and mushroom one.
All right, and so first question, topic of discussion: how much experimentation have each of you done with hot sauce? We'll start with Tellman.
Like
here.
sexually?
Yes. No.
No. Not on purpose.
I pour it directly into my urethra.
I thought it was the lube.
All right, Tellman, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, wrong bottle. That's one reason not to keep hot sauce next to the bed.
Why do I put the hot sauce right next to all of my butt plugs?
Oh, no.
I mean, nobody in my family ever was into anything remotely hot. I grew up with a very white bread palate.
Well, don't say that about your mom. I'm sure she's very attractive and your dad loves her very much.
Thank you for that. I do appreciate the compliment.
I was saying his mom was hot, Mike.
Like spicy peppers. Go ahead, Tellman.
It's good. I started eating hot sauce in high school. I remember we'd go to Shorty's Mexican Roadhouse and they had super hot sauce, and I had challenged my friends to eating hot sauce, and somehow like I always won. And what did
that look like, winning? So in this scenario, what does winning look like?
It usually means like not running to the bathroom to puke, or not, or get, who gives up first, right? Like if you do chip for chip, you get a tortilla chip and you put a bunch of hot sauce on it, and everybody eats
stoically.
One. Like, yeah, you sit around the table, you're waiting for your food, and you can see who's gonna hold their own and who's gonna crumple.
It's
right?
like a hot sauce Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it kind of equates to sipping whiskey with a straight face. Just whoever can, remain.
You got to keep that pain inside. All right, continue.
Yeah, so I started my first business out of my dorm room in college, and it was Tellman Salsa. And
Which is technically like a hot sauce. It's
same
salsa's a
ingredients.
sauce.
True. I was up in northern Vermont in the late 90s, and
Don't age
there
yourself.
was nothing to be found for decent salsa to go with nachos, and I've always eaten a lot of nachos. It's been kind of my thing, and so
that's my thing. That's how everyone.
I'm the nacho guy.
Eat more nachos.
See that guy?
Yeah.
That's the nacho guy.
Yes. Right, I've eaten more nachos, I think, than any other food.
I'm 75% nacho now.
It's funny, but it's true. And so I guess I started messing around with hot peppers in high school, started a business my freshman year in college, ran it for 5.5 years, ran it, into the ground ultimately for 5.5 years. I've been making salsa and hot sauce ever since, but not for a business, just kind of for fun. And, I'm a big hot sauce super fan. So I, have a ridiculously large hot sauce collection and, eat it a lot. So that's kind of my hot pepper story.
Okay. Speaking of hot sauce for fun, Jamie and I are going to be doing a challenge on this episode today. So I was gifted for my day job. I went to a customer's house. We conducted our business. And at the end of it, he says,
He's a prostitute.
hey, right. I was zipping up my pants. He was very satiated. And he says, are you into hot sauce? Do you like hot sauce? I says, I am absolutely into hot sauce. I love me some. I just went to Walmart the other day and I was looking at whatever the hottest hot sauce Walmart sells. And the only thing I could find is extra hot sauce. Like caution, extra hot.
Yeah.
It was very underwhelming. But anyway, he says, I make my own hot sauce. He's an elderly Florida man who makes his own hot sauce. And I was like, if you don't mind me, he hands me the bottle. It says, caution, hot. And would you like to see the bottle, Jeremy?
Yeah, I want to see the bottle.
Okay.
This old man in Florida growing peppers He grows the peppers?
He grows his own peppers, and so I
me see
asked him.
that
I was
bad
like,
boy.
"So what peppers do you use for your hot sauce?" And he goes, "Well, it's a blend.
my God.
It's a blend of Carolina Reaper, ghost pepper, and scorpion pepper, all in one bottle." And I'm like,
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know there's such a thing as a scorpion pepper.
"Yep,
Oh, yeah.
Mike, this is a picture of the devil.
yes."
This is the devil.
Yeah, you guys are going to have an evening. Yeah.
It says,
We have to record another thing
"What's
after
the
this.
name of the hot sauce, Jeremy?" Oh, you don't have your glasses on.
It's October 2024.
That's when he bottled it. It's on the left side.
But Dad's Holy Hell,
Yes, Dad's holy hell.
the hot pepper sauce.
This is going to cook you guys.
Yeah.
Caution extremely hot.
So we are going to
There's
try
no
this
ingredients
today.
on the
No,
bottle.
it's literally a homemade sticker on a bottle of hot sauce.
Mike, this is arsenic.
Jeremy, that thing is gonna whoop our ass. There's nothing scarier
Oh
than
my
an
God.
elderly Florida man who makes hot sauce from Carolina
wait.
Reapers and such. And Jeremy, he doesn't even like hot sauce. He makes it as a hobby to destroy other people's lives.
He doesn't like hot sauce.
He doesn't like it. He doesn't eat it.
He grows peppers to spite people.
Wow. This is going to be brutal then.
Yeah. Did you take a picture of it, Jeremy?
I did. I'm putting it on Discord.
All right, so yeah, you'll be able to see it, the bottle here in a second, Tellman, and we're going to throw it on our Discord, which you should join. The link is in the description. So we're gonna wait till the end of the episode just in case it's so bad. We're gonna do it right before we do our plugs and sign off, so people still get a reaction, and we're gonna film it visually, and we're gonna put that on our Patreon page.
Awesome.
I experimented with hot sauce as a very young boy. I loved spicy food. When I was 8 years old, my mother would take me to a wing house in Merritt Island, Florida. It was called Wacky Wings.
I loved Wacky Wings.
Wacky Wings was awesome.
Oh my
dude.
God, Wacky Wings was just. They had the Simpsons video game.
We would, yes, yeah. I had the Simpsons video game. Jeremy and I would beg my mom for quarters and then go just to hang out at that video game until the food came. And by the time I was 9, I was ordering the spiciest wings that this building could make at 9 years old.
Nice.
Didn't they call it the 9/11 before 9/11
No.
ever happened?
It was like call an ambulance was
Yeah.
what they called the spice level at Wacky Wings.
I liked a 3 or a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what my ex-wife used to get, Jeremy.
Right, I have the palate of a woman who spites your soul.
So from there, also at the same age, our Uncle Dave, me and Jeremy's Uncle Dave, he would eat this hot sauce that he would mix with ketchup for his French fries. And he was like, hey, he's talking to his young nephews who are children.
Oh my God.
Hey, do you want to try this hot sauce? It's called Dave's Insanity
Well,
Sauce.
he claimed it as his.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
his name is Dave.
Right.
So he claimed it as his.
Oh, it's my hot sauce.
I thought he made
right,
hot
right.
sauce as a child.
So I tried it, and I was like, man, this is really good. And granted, he had mixed it with some ketchup, and I was like, damn, this is really good. I didn't say that, I was a kid. But I was like, this is really good. I would love some fries and some ketchup with this in it, please.
He mixed it with ketchup
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
He put it on a teaspoon for me.
Wow.
He was like, try this. And I was like, anything you say, Uncle Dave, I trust you with
You
my
must have
entire
really
life.
annoyed him that day.
I cried.
I bet.
I cried afterwards. Love
So-
that guy.
We were at a Christmas party last year. It was last year's Christmas party, Jeremy. Not the one that we just did a couple months ago, but
one
the
I
year
wasn't
before.
at.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, Uncle Dave, you got any of that Dave's Insanity Sauce? And he's like, yeah. I was like, sweet. Because there was taquitos out. Right?
Taquitos.
Yeah. You could get a plate of taquitos.
No, they're taquitos.
Taquitos.
Because they're phallic.
What? Oh,
It's a gendered language.
taquitos. You're not wrong, Jeremy. So I grabbed some taquitos and I was like, you got any of that Dave's Insanity Sauce? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I do. Like trying to be like, you gonna put a little drop on your tongue.
Put a little bit of this on your tongue.
I dumped it onto my plate and just like dipped my taquitos straight into it. And I was just like, oh man, I miss Dave's Insanity Sauce. My mouth is salivating just thinking about it. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? What? And I was like, yeah, I love it. He's like, how are you doing that? I was like, you gave this to me as a child. He's like,
You trained me.
he's like, and I was like, you have it. It's your hot sauce. Like that's in your fridge. You obviously eat it. What's the big deal? He's like, I don't eat it like that. And I blew his mind. that day.
Tellman, one time our Uncle Dave tricked one of the kids into putting icy hot on their balls.
Are you guys brothers? Is that what's going on here?
Oh no, Alex. Alex
We're long
did.
lost cousins.
It was Alex.
It was Alex.
It was Alex that did that. R.I.P.
Yes, we're long lost cousins reunited.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't ever put icy hot on my balls, but I was in Boy Scouts. And we used to go.
Oh, the trauma.
We used to go winter camping, and we'd go in, like, to the White Mountains in the middle of the winter and hike up. And you know, you're in a cabin with no light, and it's dark, and it's freezing. You know, -20 or whatever, and you're looking for shit to do. And I put Tiger Balm on my lower eyelids.
Why? Like a football player.
It was like a dare kind of a thing, and I was like bored or something, and my lower eyelids shrunk up like raisins in the night, and I thought they were permanently destroyed. Because they got so dehydrated because of the cold and the Tiger Balm and the thin, skin on your eyelids. Yeah, it was
I'm
not
basically
a good
Quasimodo now. I ruined my whole life.
And then 2 days later, I got my handicap parking pass.
Mike, I gave you some Tiger Balm.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's intense.
I put it on my
It is.
back.
It is.
Yeah, that stuff's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
that's a good choice. Good choice.
Yeah,
Like, even when you wash your hands like 3-4 times, you can still smell it
yeah.
on your fingers. Ugh.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Shout out China.
China. China.
It's a Chinese tiger on.
You know, I've never met anybody from Vermont. I didn't know people lived there. Thought it was
There
Vermont?
aren't too many.
thought it was
That's
a
kind of the idea.
vacation
I
state.
think their main export is ice cream.
That was
I
horrible.
think it used to be. Ben & Jerry's isn't really Vermont anymore, right? I mean, there's still the small factory, but Vermont is really known for maple syrup as far as exports or what people buy here. Maple syrup. We sell a lot of cheese.
Do you think that Americans should buy Vermont maple syrup instead of Canadian with all the hubbub going on in politics?
It'll
right
probably
now?
be cheaper after a little while.
I don't know. I mean, I like Vermont and New Hampshire maple syrup. So I mean, people can buy maple syrup wherever they want, I suppose. But
Well, we here at MJSYVERSE support Vermont maple syrup.
Absolutely.
Buy
That's right.
American.
By
rightly
America.
so. Rightly so.
American maple syrup and American gasoline.
Actually, I only want my oil drilled out of the Gulf of America.
I'll take Alaska too.
Actually, I am going to order Vermont maple syrup.
I'm going to order Alaskan gasoline. At the end of the show, Jeremy and I are going to taste test Alaskan gasoline and Vermont maple syrup.
You know, this,
Start with the syrup. Start with the syrup.
this Alaskan crude oil isn't as smooth as the Colombian.
Jeremy, hot sauce, hot levels, you're just a woman about it. Is that pretty much it?
I've gotten, as I've gotten older, I like more spicy.
You had the spicy hummus. You're like, hey, man, I got some spicy hummus. That was good.
I like things a little spicier than I did when I was a kid, but spice can crush me, dude. We got the hottest hot wings from this place that you can get. It was like me
We
and a
could
bunch
probably
of...
hypnotize you to increase your hot sauce tolerance.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, we talked about that, Jeremy.
Can you hypnotize me to make my dick bigger?
No, Jeremy, that's a doctor. He's not a doctor.
The dick print's already impressive, but I want it to really stick out. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to impress?
People have definitely tried.
Tellman.
There's no evidence. There's no absolute evidence that works for guys, but it absolutely works for breast enhancement.
You can hypnotize tits into being bigger? Would you like to
Yes.
meet my wife? Mike's over here contemplating. He's figuring out the science in his head. You look like Rain Man.
I was like, what type of endorphins can you force to make people excrete into their body from their brains?
Sounds like something I would tell people if I was a prostitute. Like, if you let me whisper into your tits.
I can hypnotize people into lactating.
You could end starving baby hunger.
That's true.
No more formula. Hire a hypnotist.
You probably could hypnotize someone to lactate. That's never been requested, but it's
Can you make a man
It's
lactate
probably-
with hypnosis?
You know, I mean, these are very important questions.
Definitely give him a boner. I mean, solidly, you could give a guy a boner with hypnosis.
If Mike turned on his camera, could you give him a boner through hypnosis?
I'm wearing very elastic pants.
That costs extra.
Yes, I bet. You know, if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
It's about skill, not time.
I'm actually very susceptible to hypnosis. I've been hypnotized before on stage.
Oh,
Yeah, I
what was that like?
I went to a hypnosis show. I don't know. I was pretty groggy afterwards, but
He roofied you.
you know, I was pretty like after it was all said and done. I was pretty aware of everything. Like I didn't have any amnesia, but I was just like, yeah, I just kind of believed these things he was saying.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the thing. You're basically in the dream state. Your body is still a little awake and a little aware, but a lot of your mind is dreaming. You know, so it's really you can really buy into it if you're willing to and willing to relax and kind of go along with the process.
Yeah.
You know, you can really experience some profound things or, you know, tremendously weird and wild things.
You have
know,
to
depending
give
on where
yourself
you're
to
going.
it, Jeremy. If you don't want to be hypnotized, you won't be hypnotized. If
So
you
if you-
fight it, you're not going to get hypnotized.
So if you get called to the stage and you're like, this isn't
Well, he'll
real.
check. You know, they'll check. Like as soon as the hypnotist lulls somebody into a state, he examines you. You know, he's looking how fast are your eyes moving behind your eyelids. Because normally, if you have rapid eye response behind your eyelids, it means you're more in a dream state. But if your eyes are just
REM.
kind of focused, like you're just staring straight with your eyes closed, he knows you're not hypnotized.
Yeah.
You didn't take the stuff that he was saying and absorb it.
So you're saying they can see your eyes moving more rapidly while your eyes are closed?
Anyone can.
Which is kind of an indicator of like a REM
Yes.
type state.
Correct.
So he's looking for signs of you
Giving yourself to the hypnosis.
losing your religion.
It's much easier is when you ask everybody to close their eyes. The people that don't close their eyes, it's a key indicator they're not going along with it.
Right.
Right. And that they're resistant, whether they're nervous or whether they're intoxicated or whatever. If people are going to be resistant, usually in most stage shows, you'll notice that they quietly ask 20 to 25% of the volunteers to go and sit back down.
Yeah.
At near the first, 5 to 10 minutes once people are up on stage for exactly that reason, so there are lots of different indicators. If they're not interested in going along with the program, why are they on stage?
I would thought I was an alien and I had to go into the audience and examine these strange humans.
You started trying to probe the audience?
I did.
Oh, God.
That's what he told me to do in my hypnosis state.
Mike just puts his finger in his mouth.
Well, I grabbed some lady's ears and moved him around.
She let you do that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the true power of the hypnotist.
I was opening people's mouths, strangers, and like putting my fingers into their mouth.
Mike, you don't wash your hands.
I do. But yeah, I remember doing all of that, but it definitely happened.
Wow, that just hit me, Mike. I just thought, tell me, what do you think? I think the true hypnotism there is hypnotizing everyone else to let this one guy do all these weird things to their face and body.
Well, that's also true, right? The people are in the audience, and I'm sure the hypnotist prepped them in some way, but I guess if you mess with the wrong person, you'll get your hands broken, right?
I would
Like
not
that
let a
whole-
guy who looks like Mike walk up and just stick his giant fingers in my mouth.
Well, I didn't do it to men, Jimmy.
I only stick my fingers in women's mouths.
Oh my God. It was one of them. Anyway. So what is the strangest circumstance that you've ever had to or wanted to, or someone asked you to hypnotize them? And for like what reason that they wanted to be hypnotized?
Oh, the strangest?
Most peculiar,
Interesting.
one that stands out. Something that you're like, I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. So once I had a client that was a very young child and had some traumatic brain damage issues going on.
Hilarious.
And
Jeremy.
he started drinking antifreeze.
Oh.
Because you hypnotized them too?
No, Jeremy.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no.
It was the reason for the
problem-
hypnosis.
My
So-
biggest
so-
regret I ever had was making this child drink antifreeze.
Yeah, no, there was this weird situation where he was like really starved for attention. And, you know, I believe he was in the foster system and he drank antifreeze. It messed him up really bad, but he got a lot of attention,
Mm.
right? And it was sweet.
Yeah,
Like
they made it. It's sweet and it's got a crazy awesome color like Kool-Aid.
And so he basically got addicted to the attention that he got. And there was
The ambulance rides were so fun.
He
There's-
loved
yeah, there's-
he loved the lights.
So that was really intense, right? But it worked. So we successfully broke him of that pattern, and he went on to live a very happy life and still is. So
Oh, okay,
that
so
was
you
really
hypnotized
good.
him into antifreeze tastes
And
bad.
he hypnotized them to where he didn't feel like he needed all that attention.
I mean, you could call it a drug addiction also in some capacity.
Absolutely,
right?
that
I
sounds
mean,
like an addiction.
Antifreeze is spicy. It's spicy. It burns
burns
your tongue.
Ooh,
Ooh,
capsaicin.
ah.
Ooh, ouchie.
Yeah.
Trying to bring it back to hot sauce, Mike.
I am.
It was a reach. It was a reach.
I am the producer. I have to keep things on track. We have to keep it germane.
So that's you essentially help that kid get over
Killing themselves.
well things that even adults still have problems with: the attention seeking, not feeling like you're being seen.
Absolutely. No, I mean, yeah, these aren't issues that go away just because we get older. We just get better at covering them up. You know.
True.
Drive them deep,
Yeah.
deep down,
But yeah, so
deep
th-
down.
yeah,
Cover
no,
it in
those-
alcohol. Continue, Elements. Tellman, sorry.
No, I mean that's what I've got in terms of like the most intense one or unusual one.
Have you ever come across, because I'm sure the crowd, right, for like seeking out a hypnotist are probably
Yeah.
people who have looked for other ways as well, right? Like to see a psychic, we've had psychics on the show, Palm Red. We've done it. We've talked to all these people. Even it gets into the macabre and the
Yeah, hypnosis is it's a pretty practical thing. Number one use of hypnosis is weight loss. Second is smoking. Third is sleep and stress. And then the list goes on and on. But those are some of the most common uses of hypnosis. And so most hypnotists that have any kind of significant business focus on marketing the fact that they help people with weight loss or promoting the fact that they help people quit smoking or with stress or anxiety.
but
Versus,
smoking's so cool.
You're full all the time.
right.
Brian at Crack Sauces, right?
Back to the hot sauce.
Brian does a really good job talking to people about their process, behind the spicy sauces that they make. So one question I wanted to ask you, since salsa is kind of your game. Salsa, it's got main components, and then the rest is just creativity, right? Is that kind of how it works? You have tomatoes. That's in salsa.
Yep.
Most of the time you got tomatoes. Yep.
Okay, so there's some where there's non-tomato salsas?
Pineapples.
Yeah, there's pineapple salsa, there's fruit salsa, right? So again, they don't show up as often.
Then perfect question. What makes salsa a salsa?
I wish I would have known the combination fruit salsa when I was a young kid in the late 90s. So I'd call my friends a fruit salsa.
So what makes a salsa, Tellman?
No, I mean, this is an interesting question. It probably depends on whether you're asking an American or a Mexican.
I'm asking a Canadian. I'll put the twist on you.
Oh, well, shit. All right.
Oh, shit.
Well, we put some snow in it.
I don't even know if they have salsa in Canada.
They don't. Uncultured swine.
They have milk in a bag.
Yeah. That's right.
With their subpar maple syrup.
That's right, Jeremy.
I think it needs to be chunky to some degree. I think, it's not a sauce, right? It needs to have some texture. Usually tomatoes, often onions, bare minimum. Right?
Okay.
Usually some sort of pepper, even if it's a mild one or a non-hot pepper.
Can
Okay.
you use
There's
black pepper?
I mean, you could.
You mean like salt and pepper?
Yeah. What would you rather me say? Colored pepper?
Okay. Do you put pepper in your salsa?
Black pepper?
Yes, black pepper.
I don't put black pepper in my salsa. I've never tried that, but maybe that would be something to experiment with.
Game changer.
Why'd you heil?
I didn't heil.
You just heiled.
That's my left hand, Jeremy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tellman prefers white pepper.
I like Himalayan rock salt. Anyway, all right. So we have tomatoes, we have onions. Those are in a form of pepper, and those are three of the main ingredients. Is what you're saying?
Generally speaking, yeah. I'm not going to tell you the secret ingredient, but my signature salsa is called golden salsa.
He pees in
And it
it.
tastes unlike
Human urine. My human urine.
4 dudes in a dorm room pissing on tomatoes.
Okay, golden salsa.
wow. Interesting.
Is it gold flakes like in Goldschlager?
It's not, but I've been thinking about making a special edition one day with lots of gold in it. But I haven't done that yet.
Wait, do you still make it and you sell it and stuff?
No, I make it and I'll give a few jars away around Christmas, or I'll do a batch once or twice a year just in my kitchen.
You give some to your friends and your family and your favorite podcasts that you've guested on.
In exchange for merchandise.
I'll send you guys a jar of salsa the next time I make a batch.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Can we put a sticker on it and call it Majizzy salsa? Michael and Jeremy steal your salsa.
Majizzy salsa.
No, you can't do that.
No. But
you can white label somebody else's crappy sauce or something.
We should make a really shitty salsa and call it Majizzy salsa.
Though, interestingly enough, that we're doing this hot sauce episode, I have a good friend who owns a hot sauce company locally, and he just dropped off some hot sauce for me, and he just yesterday made some hot and spicy spiced cider.
Oh, cool. What's his phone number? Off. Can you got the number? You got the digits?
We want his phone number.
We're gonna give him a call. Get him on the show.
You want his phone number?
You want to get him on the show? He can plug his hot sauce if he wants to.
Yeah.
Do you want to get him on the show right now?
We can get him on the show right now.
Does he have Discord?
Mike's eyes are lit up. He's so happy.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Future Michael, here to tell you about our band of the week, Nobody. Yes, it's not the name of a band. We don't have anybody. Our theme song is by the illustrious and talented William Lanham. Check him out on William Lanham Music on YouTube. And we are brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules. Go to the website, dungeonstudios.co. I'll wait. Yes, now that you're there, you can see links to various podcasts. One of those is Fables from the Forgotten, an audio drama. I do a lot of work on that show. Please check it out. It would be great. Yeah, that's about it. Peruse that website. It speaks for itself. And you know what? Go to my website. It's MJSYVERSE.com, MJSYPOD. Oh, also, there was some confusion at the beginning of the episode in regards to the name of the podcast and the name of the hot sauce company, right? So the podcast is called Craft Hot Sauce Podcast, and the company name for the hot sauce company is Crack Sauces, CRAIC Sauce. Check them out at CRAICSauce.com. Pick yourself up some really great hot sauce. Not a sponsor yet. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, he has a hot sauce company, and he's done some stuff with improv and with comedy, and he's white labeled hot sauce for comedians in the past. So very interesting dude, and because there's this kind of comedy crossover with him. He has a business called Silk City Hot Sauce.
Wait, tell him I want 10 minutes. I want 10 minutes with him on the show. We can do it on Discord. 10 minutes. He can do it on his phone. Theater of the Mind.
It's going to be hard to introduce
Theater
video.
of the Mind is actually a classic hypnosis / NLP technique. Were you familiar with that?
I'm not. Tell us more. It sounds spicy.
You just tickled his producer bone.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's basically where you hypnotize someone and then you have them sitting down in a comfortable chair, and in front of them is a giant screen, and then you go through and you create the movie of the life of their dreams, like how they want to be in the future instead of how they are now.
Like Clockwork Orange.
And yeah, and then you basically hypnotize them to start thinking, acting, and behaving like the person that they want to be and that they see on the screen. And then eventually you have people float up out of their body and into the screen and experience the movie first person, looking through their own eyes. And then you bring back the memory of the experience.
Mr.
of doing all
Frodo,
of that.
I can't carry the ring, but I can sure carry you.
Is that a hypnotist technique?
No, it's you living your movie.
Oh, yeah, so I just become Samwise Gamgee, everything I've always wanted to be. So if you said,
look at Derek's card, it's so tasteful.
you said like smoking, weight loss, things like that are the most popular. Do you get requests for like more specific stuff? Like if my self-contemplation leads me to a place of, I wish I was a person who took more value out of my time other than getting lost in my imagination.
Yeah, so there are two things that I've really been focused on for over a decade, right? And the first is money mindset. So I work with entrepreneurs and people who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to adjust their thinking around money so that they can start making more and living in a way that's supportive of them moving in that direction, right? And get over whatever garbage is holding them in their current financial state. So that's the first thing that I've spent a lot of time helping people with. And then more recently, I've been a lot more focused on productivity. And so we launched getshitdone.com recently.
I love it. Get shit done.
And the overcome everything.
Yes,
I like that
that's
too.
right. Yeah. My company's called Overcome Everything. And we've had a bunch, it's existed for over 20 years, and we've done a bunch of different things.
We make lots of different salsas.
So many. So with Get Shit Done, I'm basically hypnotizing people to get shit done, right? So it's productivity, focus, don't get so distracted, focus on taking your commitments to yourself more seriously, be more genuinely motivated, inspired, and excited to work on your stuff instead of wanting to slack off all the time, these types of things. And that's, again, mostly entrepreneur focused, though lots of people at various stages of business ownership are involved with Get Shit Done.
Would you say that as you're hypnotizing people, you're almost rewiring their brain to allow dopamine to kind of take over in areas where they weren't getting dopamine? So that's a huge motivator for the human brain. People get dopamine rushes when they run, almost like if you were running barefoot across country.
That's right.
Wow, Mike, smooth.
Yeah. I'm a great interviewer.
Smooth. Yeah.
But like you're basically trying to teach someone's brain to get a dopamine reward from stuff that they normally wouldn't get dopamine rewards from. Is that somewhat accurate?
That's one thing, right? I've never specifically hypnotized someone to have a dopamine reaction and spelled it out in that way, right?
Well, no, you wouldn't.
But you could.
I mean,
you could.
Could.
That is absolutely an example of one of the things that are going on. I like to think about hypnosis as accelerated learning. So when you go into the hypnotic state, you're temporarily setting the majority of your conscious thinking and your disbelief about what is or isn't reality. You're setting that aside. And when you set it aside, your brain all of a sudden is open to a lot more options, a lot more possibilities, a lot more, ways of thinking or responding or behaving versus your same old, right? And so what ends up happening is when you're in the hypnotic state, you can create new combinations of neural pathways and reinforce them very, very, very quickly. So you can't really learn new information, but you can develop new skills and dramatically improve your abilities and your strengths in those skills, so that you have more options when you encounter a situation where you just keep, doing something that you don't want to, or doing something stupid, or doing something that's bad for you that you want to change. When all of a sudden you have 3 more options that have a bigger payoff, and they're exactly where you want to be going, and they're easier for you to do mentally and emotionally. It's just kind of like you have more paths you can go down easily.
Can you hypnotize someone into being not gay anymore?
No one's ever asked me to do that.
Good.
I mean, and that's a great question. You probably could.
My
You probably
son Charles, he's drinking antifreeze and he gets boners while watching Magic Mike. Help him, please.
And just to be fair, can you do the reverse? Can you hypnotize someone into being gay?
I mean, okay, here's the question. You haven't done it, obviously, because...
And if you have, don't say it here.
But is it feasible? Is it possible, do you think, to hypnotize people in or out of these states permanently?
Here's what I think. My experience is that, as you mentioned earlier, it's very easy for anyone to resist being hypnotized because a hypnotist does not take control of your mind.
Correct.
Okay. A
Yes.
hypnotist teaches you how to take control of your mind.
So you've got to hypnotize a sub, not a dom.
Someone who's willing. Yes, Jamie. That's a good way to put it.
Dom's learned self-hypnosis.
Wait, is that a thing?
I do that.
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
Self-hypnosis?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I
do
have
it
a
all
book
the time.
called All Hypnosis is Self-Hypnosis. Totally a thing.
I
do it all the time.
I love it. You hypnotize yourself
All the time, almost every night.
in the shower.
Before, I'll have the shower running and I'll stand in the bathroom and
What?
look in the mirror,
Is that just meditating?
and I have music playing or something playing, and I just go into this like dream state, and I not only work through things in my own life that I've been through, but
Like
I
how
also,
Michael made you lose all those souls in Elden Ring?
Yeah, you killed all. Yeah, you lost
I didn't
all
know,
my
Jamie.
progress.
I didn't know how the game worked. I didn't know that you had a billion souls you were holding on, and I just killed your guy a bunch of times while you were taking a shit. I didn't know that.
It takes a lot of souls to level up at that level, but
If you walked out, you're like, it took me an hour and a half to get those souls. All right, continue.
and you go into like a dream state and you think about your life and things you've done better, how you've done them better, and you focus on those things. And then I kind of come up with this like almost music video or short film in my mind that I'll replay over and over again about the life I have now and want in the future.
The theater of your mind.
Theater of the mind. Almost
Did you
every
figure
night.
out how to do that by yourself, or did you learn that from someone?
I've done it my entire life. Since I was
Dude,
since I was young, I'd look in the mirror and I'd dance and I'd just think about the day in my life and what's going on and what I can control and not control.
Go to my happy place. Go to my happy place.
No, not like that. It was like, yeah, I could even start off angry in the bathroom.
But my question
then
still
leave happy.
stands. Does that classify as meditation or self-hypnosis?
Ask the expert.
Well, first of all, it's neither one, because this is just his own thing that he figured out how to do, right? There's a lot of types of meditation that probably involve some of the types of things that you figured out. And at the same time, what you're doing sounds fairly directed and purposeful, which makes it more like hypnosis, right? You're focusing on an outcome or improving yourself in some way. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's awesome. But meditation tends to be a little bit more.
So
Right.
what you're saying is some of those things that I've done, I've always called it like my own coping mechanism. And then as I got older, Mike, my stance on therapy. That's my version of therapy.
Right.
Is I think about the things that I've done, feel the regret, and then go, I'm glad I'm better now. And then how can I also be more better?
Jeremy, you've helped me work through tons of stuff, and you've made huge points when it comes to you say you don't need a therapist, which therapy is different than having a therapist.
Right.
Right. You say just talk to somebody,
Yeah.
and I talk to you, and you technically you have become my therapist on several occasions.
You talk to someone who just like
and me, you
gives a shit.
Right.
I guess.
But having someone to talk to can take the place sometimes of something like
It's
that.
a lot of self-contemplation. It's a lot of looking in the mirror and I'm sorry, Tellman, but you're the expert. I'm just this guy who dances in a mirror and smokes cigarettes. But
You don't have to. Tellman's here.
yeah, he can help me stop. No, it's more of thinking of regret and shame are powerful tools. I stunted myself for so long because of things that happened in my life, and I just was so sad or angry about them that I would just never progress. Now, being able to sit back and be like, I went through those things. I'm way more successful now. Here's how I grew. And turn it into a fun music video or a scenario. Like, I'll think of me and you in some type of fun scenario, and it all ties to my emotions.
He was talking to Tellman, not me.
Yes, I think about Tellman all the time.
You do now.
Every time I
You do now. These are not the droids you're looking for.
every time I eat salsa, be like, oh, Tellman's a great guy.
I can't wait to get my hands on some Christmas salsa.
But you were saying that those are some techniques, or
What you described was very much a self-hypnosis process. You know, I mean, self-hypnosis and meditation are very similar. They're basically using the same parts of the brain. The brain is basically in the same state. Deep prayer is not that different, you know. Checking out, you know, pulling away from the physical reality, moving deeper in, kind of letting go and moving out of where you're stuck into new possibilities, you know. That really is, in my opinion, what hypnosis is all about. So it seems like you're doing a form of self-hypnosis. I would encourage you to learn about self-hypnosis or maybe even become a hypnotist. You'd probably be good at it.
oh my God.
I mean, Jeremy doesn't have the voice for it.
I mean, yeah, I gotta pull you right out. Wow.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
So
I was working on my Wolfman Jack
so
earlier. Mike,
Uh-huh.
the old radio guy. Like, hey, here we are. Go ahead and lay back. I'm gonna help you quit smoking. Yeah.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Listen to my hypnotizing voice.
Let it take my voice in 1. I'm gonna count to 2, and then it's gonna be a 3.
And just like that, you're gay.
Oh my god! So the Scoville scale is a measurement of pungency of chili peppers
Back to the
and substances recorded in Scoville heat units, or SHU. It's based on the concentration of capsaicinoids, which capsaicin is the predominant component. It was named after the American pharmacist Wilbur Scoville. Of course, it was a pharmacist, right?
Of course.
Yeah. This is 1912. And it was weird. It was like diluting it in water. And then Jeremy, remember when we did that one episode? Oh God, what was it called?
Do you
When they dilute the thing a billion times to where there's like 0.00000, there's like millions of whatever in it.
We've had some pretty interesting guests. We've had like scientists, like legit
Doctors, celebrities.
You remember when that guy broke down why the Pythagorean theorem
You're
is?
talking about the homeopathic remedies, aren't you?
Homeopathy.
That's
Yes,
we did. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Homeopathy. So that's exactly kind of how the Scoville works. They put it in water and then they dilute it and then they dilute it again and again and again. And then however many parts per million is left after so many dilutions is the Scoville. And they have since changed that to use more science, using like, you know, measurement tools and things.
Lasers.
Yes. Lasers and robots. Yes, so an exact weight of dried peppers dissolved in alcohol to extract the heat components, capsaicinoids, then diluted in a solution of sugar water. Decreasing concentrations of the extracted capsaicinoids are given to a panel of 5 trained tasters. So this is where it gets weird, because originally it was like, is it spicy? Is it not spicy? And they go, it's a little bit spicy. Oh, it's kind of spicy. It's very spicy. And then they take the average of those comments that people gave, which, again, Jeremy, in homeopathy, people would take, you know, arsenic broken down over billions of dilutions, right? Mm-hmm. And then it cures your hemorrhoids, right? So they were doing that with capsaicin for the original Scoville units. And so some guy would say it's spicy. It's still pretty darn spicy. And he's like, oh, 100,000 Scovilles then. That guy said it was really spicy.
So it's just made up.
Yes. Actually,
It's just a spectrum.
fun fact. Everyone heard of Hot Ones?
Yeah.
The wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a mini, someone on YouTube went and did a mini documentary on the hot sauces that they use. And
Wait,
the,
Mike.
the
Mike.
Scoville level.
This is gonna bother me the whole time.
Okay.
What makes it a mini documentary?
It was just one episode.
Isn't that just a documentary?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a documentary, Jamie.
I was like, what's a mini documentary?
It was like a tiny one. It's like a little tiny one.
It was in the corner of the screen. Mostly the video was people.
Gentlemen, Jeff is available. Shall I call him back?
Oh, yes, because I'll discuss with him about this concept that I'm about to go over.
That's right. Seems appropriate. All right. We're recording.
What's his name?
Jeff.
Jeff Levine.
Oh,
Silk City Hot Sauce.
Sick City?
Silk.
Silk.
Ooh.
Silk City Hot Sauce.
The hot sauce goes down
Jeff is
Silky.
here with Silk City Hot Sauce. How are you, Jeff?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing
Where am I?
Peachy Kino. You're in Florida right now.
Beautiful. Sounds warm.
It was 80. No, it was 80 degrees today.
Oh, yes. Wintertime.
God bless.
Are you in Vermont too?
I'm in Vermont.
Nice. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to discuss, I'm right now I'm going over this one topic I wanted to cover, and I wanted to get your take on it. So, have you seen the show Hot Ones?
No.
Okay, cool. Anyway, you know what? Let's do the Hot Ones after Jeff then.
Because I'm in the hot sauce business, you would assume that I watch the Hot Ones show. I get it.
It's very.
I
That was a
did
very
assume.
bigoted question, Mike. It was very bigoted.
You know, where are my manners?
You figure it out, dude. Get
All
it
right.
together. Shame.
So Jeff, how long have you been making hot sauce, bud?
I've been in business since 2014 and really got rolling in about 2017. The brand has changed, the look has changed, but I've been kind of rolling with this with a certain vibe for the past, say, 3 or 4 years in the most incarnation of the business.
All right, Jeff. So you're in Vermont. Are we in a greenhouse making peppers? Are we cultivating and experimenting with pepper growing?
No, that's a good question. You think like, I don't know, we only grow maple up here, but we in Tellman live
Everybody knows that.
in an area where there's like a lot of farms, and a shout out to Dutton Farm in southern Vermont. They're like this big family. They harvest jalapenos, habaneros, and they do in fact grow ghost peppers in their greenhouses.
Okay, so are we? So are you? You're sourcing your pepper growing
From a local family.
From you're buying local for your peppers. Is that what? Is that? Am I getting that correctly?
For sure. But don't get it twisted. I don't get everything locally. I can't. It's like if I need to make a batch of sauce in February, George doesn't have any peppers for me, so I get them from the wholesaler.
Thailand.
You know what I mean?
From Thailand,
Philippines.
Puerto Rico. All right, so
I mean, yeah, or maybe Florida. I don't know. Honestly, they're at the wholesaler.
We have
Okay.
plenty
They're
of peppers in
They're
Florida.
available year-round.
all right, so when it comes to making some sauce, we're not so worried about experimenting with pepper growing. You're getting your ingredients, and then you're making some dope ass sauces. That's what it sounds like. Is that correct?
For sure. That's what I'm known for. Definitely.
Okay, so what's your top selling sauce right now?
My psychic Bigfoot.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Psychic Bigfoot.
It is awesome. It's so good.
Psychic Bigfoot.
Put that on your pizza.
And smoke it.
Tellman is probably the biggest chili head in Vermont. Or
Oh,
southern
you
Vermont.
also like the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Dude, first album I ever bought.
Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
How long?
Was this a singing podcast?
Absolutely not. It
It
never
can
has
be.
It is now.
been. Sometimes we play a game called Is It Emo?
Oh,
Wait, are you going to play the song? Yeah, so that's our plug. If we ever do play that game, that pops up. I don't want to play it now, Jimmy.
we're not prepared.
I don't have any songs. Well, anyway, so Jeff, What type of peppers do you like to sauce?
My favorite is the habanero for sure. The habanero. I use a lot of jalapeno, serrano.
I love serrano.
I actually cooked up a batch of apple cider syrup infused with ghost peppers last night.
Ugh,
Jeremy looks horrified.
it's scary.
It is scary. All right, so Jeff, maybe you can clue us in. So when we go into the end of this episode today, there's a gentleman who handed me a homemade bottle of hot sauce. He's an elderly Florida man who grows his own Carolina Reapers, ghost peppers, and scorpion peppers in his backyard, and he has made a hot sauce combining the three of them. How bad is this going to be?
Dang. I want to be here for it. Are you going to taste it now?
We're gonna videotape it and put it on Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on Patreon. Oh yeah, we'll put it on the Discord too.
Yes.
But we're gonna put it
I
on.
want to know. You guys seem to be like delaying this an awful long time. What are you waiting for?
I have another show to do after this one.
And we have another show to do, and I have I have two very important questions. One of those, yes, I have two.
Oh,
very
we do have to
important
ask
questions.
both of them the question.
Yes.
But I still want to talk to Jeff about his business.
Okay, Jeff,
The world needs to hear about Jeff's hot sauces.
and he needs to plug them as well.
We need to know where
That's
we
right.
can find them and buy them and send everyone in the world to get your great hot sauce. So
And I need a good I need a good
I
recommendation
appreciate
for Vermont maple syrup.
okay, well, we'll start with the hot sauce. Tell me
I
can help you
appreciate
with
that. My business is at silkcityhotsauce.com. SILK, silkcityhotsauce.com. And everything's right there. Boom. Easy. And use the promo code FIRE, FIRE, for 20% off. I give you guys your own promo code, but we don't know each other yet.
Oh my God, I want a promo code.
Well, hey, we'll promote your stuff on all of our socials, and we'll stay in touch.
Oh, we're definitely gonna stay.
Definitely,
Oh man, ignite your taste buds. Silk City hot sauce. Experience the perfect blend of old school heat and handcrafted flavor. Dive into a world where every drop packs a punch. And there's a spooky pepper with looks like it's got like a wolf dragon face, and he's blaring fire out.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You read it. I love the way that sounded.
Promo code
that's
Majizzy at
right.
checkout.
You'll find the psychic Bigfoot right there. You'll find a bunch of other stuff.
I'm
You'll see
buying
the,
this hot sauce like today. I'm buying a bottle of your hot
Mike
sauce.
loves hot. He does the hottest of the
I
hot.
love hot
loves
sauce.
It.
Did you guys talk about Tellman's salsa?
Yeah, oh
Yes.
yeah, 100%.
He said he's going to send us a batch.
That stuff is fucking ridiculous. Seriously, guys, forget it. Like, Tellman had a party and he just busted it out for the first time. I've been hearing about it.
He had a trench coat on.
A couple of weeks ago, he busted out a fresh batch. It's seriously the most delicious salsa you've ever had.
Well,
It's
we're gonna
insane.
get it around Christmas time. I mean, when he makes his next Christmas badge, because obviously this was a Christmas party.
It's Christmas salsa.
It was birthday salsa.
Birthday salsa.
Hey, my birthday's in March.
Happy birthday, Jesus. Here's your salsa.
Jeff, I've got
St. Patty's salsa.
Jeff, I've got one very important question for you, and then I've got a very important question for the both of you. You ready? Jeff, can you make a hot sauce so powerful that it could make a gay man straight?
Well, that's a good question. I wasn't expecting that question. On Valentine's Day.
My children are standing right next to me.
My God.
You're asking me this question. I'm a businessman who makes hot sauce.
I had to joke.
My gay children are standing right here.
My gay children. No, but well, we got the answer. It doesn't work.
All right, Jeremy, your serious question.
Okay, I just wanted to tag the joke from earlier.
They asked me the same thing about hypnosis, Jeff. You're not allowed.
Oh, right. No, we're on a comedy podcast. We're just a couple of Vermonters.
That's right.
With a couple of side gigs, But sure.
Crushing it, though.
Crushing it every day. I do have a serious question, though. We ask all of our guests this question. We're keeping a tally to see who wins. Who is better,
For your own reasons.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Or Sylvester Stallone. Start with Jeff.
Schwarzenegger, hands down.
Okay. All right. What's your reasoning?
Commando.
Great movie.
Wow.
Well, I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Okay. And Tellman.
I also vote Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Jeremy, it is not a good start to the year for you, dude. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your votes. All right. You working on any new? Before we let you go, Jeff, you working on any new
wrote
sauces?
Rocky, right? You know he wrote Rocky and Rambo.
No one cares. Bunch of
Well,
Schwarzenegger
there
hits.
are definitely people that care.
I mean,
Yeah. I'll definitely hats off to Stallone's creative process for Rocky. That's pretty cool. But growing up as an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, I'm in my mid to late, I don't know, early 40s, and the Schwarzenegger flicks were everything in the 80s, everything. And Sly had like a stiff lip, and that used to like feel like he got made fun of a lot for his stiff mouth. But Schwarzenegger dominated the 80s.
well,
right.
if that's both
How old are you guys?
if that's both of your opinion, just real quick, Mike, entertain me. T1 or T2?
One.
Oh.
The Terminator movie for sure. The first one.
Oh my God!
Sure.
Redemption. I feel good about it now.
Huzzah.
T1's way better than T2.
The T2 was like a McDonald's Happy Meal compared to.
Oh, Jeff, you silly goose.
Guys, come on, we're just having fun, aren't we?
All right, Jeff, we're gonna get your contact and maybe grab your email address from Tellman before the end of the show.
Be a guest on the show sometime. Be cool.
I look forward to it.
And we look forward to getting a coupon code through your website.
But as of now, the promo code is FIRE.
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 All right, Jeff.
Guys, real quick before we go. Beavis or Butthead?
Beavis.
Butthead.
Oh.
Butthead
All
for
right,
sure.
hold on. Transformers or He-Man?
He-Man.
Transformers.
He-Man.
He-Man.
I like Transformers more.
Transformers.
He-Man had more hope. It's a story.
He-Man had more of a lot of things.
He's just a poor man of royal blood who was out to
Who
save
hated
the
clothes.
just wanted to save the world from skeletons.
Skeleton.
I think the power of Grayskull turned a gay man straight. Is that what happened?
Hit the badump. There we go. That was good. All right, well, we're going to wrap up with Tellman, Jeff. We really appreciate you coming on the show, buddy.
I'm gonna run. You have a legend on your show tonight.
Oh, yeah, we know.
Yes, Tellman the legend. Written in runes
That is
on
what
the
he is
Norwegian
inferring.
walls.
That is what he is.
Tellman Kniggets.
All right, Jeff. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, you bet. Tell me.
Take
Talk to you
care,
soon, buddy.
Jeff.
All right, thanks, man.
Bye, Jeff.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye. Thanks for.
Oh, I just hung up on it. All right.
This is my interview, Jeff.
All right, Jeremy, it's time. We got to rip this Band-Aid off, dude.
We've gone way over time because of all the fun. Oh no, we've got to do the
Jeremy,
hot sauce
we
part.
got to do this. And you got to bust out your iPhone, dude. I'll grab I'll film it. I'm unraveling it.
Do you guys have chips?
Yes.
Yep, we grabbed
That's good.
chips.
Are they neutral? Or
No,
are they
there's
flavor?
salt and vinegar.
Dude, what are you thinking? Really?
We're going to go big.
It's all I had.
Okay.
All right, Jeremy. Are you recording?
Yep, I'm
All right.
recording.
Hand me that.
Oh.
All right, Jeremy.
Oh, well, hold on.
All right, Jeremy's going to grab a chip. Okay.
I'll take a chip.
You grab a chip. I got a chip.
All right.
All right, Jeremy. Here we go.
Oh God, Tellman. I don't like this at all.
Let me shake this
Good
thing
luck.
up. Let me shake it up. I want to smell it first.
We have to record after this. How does it smell? No, he's putting it on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I put 6 drops on. Here you go, Jeremy.
Okay.
All right, you hand me the thing.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy. All right, buddy. Get some on there. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Solange,
Ready?
dude.
Eating into
I
the
already feel
microphone.
it.
Everyone loves that.
I already feel it.
Scorpion pepper is like razor blades in your
Oh,
throat.
God.
It's already happening.
Yes, it is.
Mike, it's just on your face. You know that.
Yeah. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I think I'm okay.
It just tastes weird.
Jimmy, give me the hot sauce.
Here, give me that.
Wow. He must have cut it.
No, it's starting to burn my tongue pretty bad.
I don't know, man.
It's starting to happen. No, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it.
I just drank it out of the bottle.
Does bourbon help?
Yeah, so it is interesting. Michael, are you aware?
Okay, I can feel it now. Oh no! I
Sneak
made a
attack.
horrible mistake.
It's a sneak attack. Tellman, what you did not see is that Mike was like all cocky. He was like, "Oh, this didn't hurt at all." So he just started drinking it straight from
I
the
just
bottle.
started pouring it into my mouth. My whole mouth is on fire now.
Good, you deserve that. Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
you know what? It's a wild ride.
I'm better. I feel good now.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I probably would be if I didn't do that.
I feel better. Hey, Tellman, plug all of your things.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Fuck! Oh, it was a bad idea.
Yep. Tell us where can everybody find you?
Yeah, there are two places where you want to go to check out what's going on. Number one, as these guys will be doing in a few hours, getshitdone.com. You can
Getshitdone.com.
You can join our productivity community for entrepreneurs. You get a free hypnosis session, the Get Shit Done session. It's already recorded and waiting for you inside the members area. We would love to see you there. It's basically a gym for entrepreneurs where you go and you train to get more productive at doing the most needle moving activities in your life and business, right? So getshitdone.com is the place to go. We also do the daily Get Shit Done show.
You know, that's the way things need to be done nowadays is you should do them daily.
That's right.
You should upload things daily.
So we're doing 7 days a week. We started on the 1st of the year. So we did episode 45 this morning. So that's on YouTube and Facebook and so on. And then if you want to work with me as a hypnotist, you can go to workwithtellman.com.
Workwithtellman.com.
workwithtellman.com. And I'm currently offering your first hypnosis session at pay what it's worth to you. So you can decide how much the transformation that you want to make is worth for you to make. And that is how much you are charged.
Okay.
So workwithtellman.com. Check it out. That offer won't be around forever, but it is around for
Okay.
no.
My mouth is on fire.
I feel
How are you
great.
guys doing? Yeah.
I feel
How are you
great.
feeling?
My dick's half hard.
This is I will let you know, I'm handling this like a champ, right? My mouth has never felt this much on fire in my entire life.
Mike, put a drop of this in your shot and then take it.
Okay.
I'll record it. Put a shot of this
Will that make me look badass?
in your bourbon. Yeah.
Oh God, this is a cool mill. This is a cool mill,
Here you
like
go.
on the Scoville scale.
Put that in there.
You want a close up?
Yep. Get that in there.
All right,
Pour it right in the bourbon.
I just poured
Mike,
hot
do
sauce
it
in my
again.
bourbon.
I didn't catch it clean.
Oh, okay. Do you think that the alcohol will hurt with my mouth hurting so bad?
Tellman?
I think the alcohol will make it worse in your mouth. And I think you're both in for a treat tomorrow morning.
Ooh, well, he took that right as you were saying it. Didn't wait for the warning.
We are Michael and Jeremy, Steal Your Podcast. And you can find us on all the things. God, it sucks. You can find us on all the things. MJSYPOD.com is our website. We have an email address. Jeremy, what's that email address?
It's MJSYVERSE@MJSYVERSE.com.
That's right. UHJYEAH at MJSYVERSE.com.
Mike, take another swig of hot sauce.
Nope.
Mike, you're really good at this. Take
No.
another
I've
swift-
already
take
done
it
all
a-
the cool stuff. Oh God. So the alcohol did not help. Oh, my eyes are watering. All right, Jeremy. So you can submit your podcast to be stolen by going to that email that I told you about. We have a phone number, Jeremy. What's that phone number?
903
903-287
0660.
You can call us and leave us a voicemail or text the show. We'll play it. Oh God. Oh, fuck you, Brian.
Tellman, he's dying, dude. He's dying.
No, it's fine. Wait, how about this?
Yep, you just put on your Marcus Aurelius face.
That's right. For freedom. That's
That's
William Wallace.
William Wallace. Okay.
No, I'm good. All right, so.
Wow, the bar looks really good while your face is oozing all of that liquid.
Yeah.
We do bands of the week.
Yep.
Send
if you
your
want
band over
to that same email address.
that same email address, Ajay.
Ajay, UHJYEH@MJSYVERSE.com. My brain can't think. It was really good though. It's really tasty.
It went away pretty quick for me.
Yeah, because you didn't just shove it into your mouth and chug it out of the bottle and then put it into your alcohol.
Mike, do that hand gesture again.
You didn't shake
I
it
gotta
into your
get it
mouth.
clean.
You didn't shake it. You didn't shake it into your mouth like that. Oh my God. All right. So what else, Jimmy?
Guys, check out Tellman.
Yeah.
Check him out. He can hypnotize you into having bigger tits.
I want that. For myself.
I love you, buddy.
All right, I'm good. It's passed.
You good?
I'm good. It's
You
passed.
calming down? All right. Well, we've been MJSYVERSE.
I love you, Tellman.
Well, I love you too.
Aw.
I love you as well, Tellman.
Oh, so much love.
Bye.
Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
Jeremy, it's time. We gotta give it back, dude. Thanks, Tellman, for coming on the show and talking about spicy hypnosis. We really appreciate it, but I can't feel any parts of my body anymore.
I feel like that Nazi at the end of Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, when he went into the Temple of Doom.
Yeah, not because of the eyes bulging, it's the politics.
It was the nuclear blast that he hid inside of the refrigerator.
Yep.
Jeremy, I can't take this podcast. We just gotta. Hey, tell me. I'm gonna be honest with you. This isn't our booth. We don't sell hot sauce. We don't.
You don't sell hot sauce.
But no, I don't. We don't sell hot sauce. We broke in here. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You were on a podcast that we stole, and we have to leave.
Yeah, I think you do.
Mike.
Wait, don't call the cops. Don't put your phone down. Tell me.
Mike.
Put your phone down.
Mike, I'm starting to hallucinate.
Jeremy.
It's so hot, I started to hallucinate, Mike. Everything.
Jeremy, are you being hypnotized?
No, there's monsters everywhere.
Oh no!
Oh, my tits are getting bigger.
Tellman, stop it! Stop it! Tellman, stop hypnotizing Jeremy!
You will give me hot sauce.
Mike, I'm starting to lactate hot sauce.
Here you go, Tellman. Here's hot sauce.
Thanks.
Straight from the teeth.
Yeah, you can hold on to that.
Sorry, there's an ice cream truck outside.
There's an ice cream truck outside at a ridiculously late hour.
Why is
I
it
don't
so? Why is
understand.
it? There's no children that want ice cream. It's
dark
pitch
outside.
black outside.
It's cold.
It's the. Imagine an ice cream truck coming through your Vermont village right now.
We have an
they're-
ice cream truck in every village.
It sells hot sauce and salsa.